Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, dear students. Hope you people are doing good at your respective homes. I welcome you all once again within this online lecture series. We are continuing the topic actually nomenclature. You might are actually seeing that sir is stretching the topic, this nomenclature. But my dear students, why I'm stretching this? Because this nomenclature is very important as far as chemistry is concerned. I am trying my level best, rather I'm giving my heart out to make you people understand the basic concept of this nomenclature. So today we are going to discuss some more regarding this nomenclature. Let me tell you one thing. In the last video lecture, we discussed the nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbons. That was very simple, my dear students. But as far as today's lecture is concerned, it will become, I will say, it will become more difficult for you people to understand. But I will try my level best to make you people understand the basic concept of this nomenclature. Today we are going to discuss IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons. Branched chain. Last time we discussed straight chain. Now branched chain. Branched chain means, for example, this is one carbon, 1, 3, 2, 3, and another carbon is here. What does this branched mean actually first? Let me tell you one thing. This is actually straight chain. We discussed this nomenclature. Now we haven't to discuss I mean to say the branched chain nomenclature. Branched chain. In today's video lecture, we are going to study about IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain. It's a branched chain. One carbon is below, another carbon is on the upper side. The same is the case with this. So we are going to discuss nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons. If a carbon compound contains branched chain, how we can give the name for that compound? For that, we have to discuss certain rules. Firstly, we have to discuss certain rules regarding the branched chain nomenclature. First thing is, I can say that same. From saturated, I can go straight to the branched chain saturated hydrocarbons. First thing is, the longest chain of carbon in the structure of compound is found first. I mean it to be named first. That is there. The compound is then named as the derivative of the alkane hydrocarbon, which corresponds to the longest chain of carbon atoms. This is called as parent chain. Now, the second is, the alkyl groups present as side chains are considered as substituents and named separately as methyl. For example, if you are seeing CH3 in the branched chain, you are supposed to name this as methyl, CH3 as methyl, C2H5 as ethyl, something like that. So you people have to identify the number of carbon atoms in a carbon compound, name the carbon compound according to the number of carbon atoms. This is the first rule. Second is, if the structure has branched chain, identify the longest chain and then identify the number of carbon atoms. The second rule, my dear students. Third rule is, the alkyl groups present as side chains are considered as substituents and named separately as methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, same. The third rule is, the carbon atoms of the longest chain are numbered in such a way that the alkyl groups get the lowest possible number. Mark my words. Keep this in your mind, my dear students. I will make you clear by taking some examples. First rule is identify the number of, let me recapitulate what I am telling you. First rule is identify the number of carbon atoms in carbon compound. Name the carbon compound according to the number of carbon atoms. The second is if the structure has branched chain. Structure must have branched chain because we have to discuss the IUPAC nomenclature for the branched chain. Then we have to identify the longest chain and then identify the number of carbon atoms in the longest chain. How many carbon atoms are present in the longest chain? Now third rule, the moment I can say came to know about the number of carbon atoms, then we have to see the alkyl groups present as side chains. That are actually, I'm talking about substituents. And we have to name substituents separately like methyl, ethyl, propyl, etc. And then the carbon atoms of the longest chain are numbered in such a way that the alkyl group gets the lowest possible number. Let's discuss it. Let's make you people clear by taking an example. For example, so let's discuss the examples regarding this IUPAC nomenclature of branched chain saturated hydrocarbons, my dear students. Firstly, we will take example of CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. Look, this is a branched chain. I told you people that straight chain and branched chain. In branched chain, one of the carbon atoms are present below the straight chain or sometimes above the straight chain. This methyl group is present below the straight chain. This is straight chain of carbon atoms, and this CH3 is, I can say, below the straight chain, my dear students. Now we have to name this very compound, but we have to name this in accordance with the IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain, not for straight chain. This is branched chain, my dear students. First thing, we have to identify how many carbon atoms are in the straight chain. For example, this is 1, 2, 3. This is straight chain. This straight and the longest chain. If we will, I can say, identify this very chain. For example, this chain. 1, 2, and 3. This chain. This is also a carbon chain. But this is not the straight chain. We are supposed to identify the straight chain of carbon atoms. This is straight chain of the carbon atoms, my dear students. Before discussing the name, I can say, before giving the name to this compound, let me open this formula. For example, this like this: carbon, hydrogen, 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 and then another carbon, sorry, this hydrogen's here, then carbon, hydrogen, then carbon, then hydrogen, then hydrogen, then hydrogen, then carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, and hydrogen, my dear students. Look, this is this CH3, this is condensed formula. This is open formula, this is condensed formula, mark my words. This CH3, one carbon and CH3, H3, one carbon and H3. This is this. This is this. Now CH, this is C and H. Now CH3, one carbon, 1, 2, 3, CH3. CH3. Then CH3, CH3. Now, how we can give name to this compound? There are 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. This is the longest chain of carbon atoms. That means there are 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain. Mark my words, my dear students. the moment you people are seeing 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain, for 3 carbons we are supposed to give a prefix prop, and here is carbon carbon single bonds, that means propane. This means propane. So this compound is to be named as a derivative of propane, that is the parent hydrocarbon of the above compound. This above compound is propane. Second, in this structure, one methyl group is present in the side chain of propane. No doubt this is propane. 3 carbon atoms are in straight chain, but one methyl, CH3, this is substituent, my dear students. I told you people when we discussed rules, I told you people the alkyl groups present as side chains are considered as substituents, my dear students. That means this CH3 is named as substituent, and named separately as methyl, my dear students. So in this structure, one methyl group is present in the side chain of propane. So the above compound is methyl derivative of propane. Methyl derivative of propane. Now the third point is number of carbon we have to. So this is CH3 now. CH3. Here is also CH3. Now, third point is, let's number the carbon chain in such a way that the methyl group, this methyl group present in the side chain gets the lowest possible number. This was actually the rule, my dear students. I told you people during rules that the carbon atoms of the longest chain are numbered in such a way that the substituent should get the lowest possible number. That means smallest possible number, my dear students. So the third point is, we have to number the carbon chain in such a way that the methyl group present should get the lowest possible chain. Here, whether we number the carbon chain from left to right or from left to right or from right to left, the methyl group gets the same number, my dear students. So we have to number from this carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. The moment we will number from this side, 1, 2 and 3, this methyl group gets the same number, that's second number. From this carbon, this methyl group gets also the same number. So it's up to we people from which side we will number the carbon chain, my dear students. Now 1, 2, 3, this is now if we join this, that means 2 methyl. Methyl group is present at number 2 carbon. Mark my word, students. Methyl group is present as a substituent, but that's present at carbon number 2. That means if we join 2 methyl, that means 2 methyl, and straight chain was named as propane. That means 2 methyl plus propane. So the IUPAC of this compound becomes 2 methyl propane, my dear students. 2 methyl propane. So this compound is named as 2 methyl propane. We numbered the longest chain. Firstly, I can say there are 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain. Second is 1 methyl group, I can say as a substituent present. Then we numbered the carbon chain and we got the number for this compound, that's 2 methyl propane. In next video lecture, my dear students, we are going to discuss some more examples to make you people understand the basic concept of this IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons. Till then, stay safe, stay at your homes. Allah bless you all, and keep practicing at your homes. Without practice, I mean say it's that impossible for we people, rather for you people, to understand this nomenclature, because this nomenclature for branched chain saturated hydrocarbons is typical rather as compared to the naming of saturated hydrocarbons. Thank you for watching this.